What's up, boys? Back. Last week was a little hectic with Christmas, and it wasn't any indication the playoffs are still the playoffs. And so I was like, you know what? I'll let it breathe. I'll let it breathe for a little bit, so I apologize for not coming last week. But you know what? It's fine. Camden was right. I'm going to go next week, too. Camden was right. I need to definitely talk about the week before. But congratulations. Congratulations. It's the memorable. It's the memorable. Oh, by the way, Justin, that's about the only thing that went good for you last week. Because if you had Burrow, you win going away. If you put him in instead of Herbert, you don't roll with your guy. Against the Ravens, they had no corners. I understand they were playing Houston, but Houston's frisky. Davis Mills is frisky. Whatever. Well, Justin, as I said in the chat, and I'm going to say again, you are the 2020-2021 Pittsburgh Steelers. I know you hate the comparison, one, because it's the Steelers and you're a Bengals fan, and two, because you lost. But, with Derrick Henry, this probably changes. With a lot of things could have changed what transpired, but it didn't. Jolly Rancher got me put no man, not gonna have it yet. But it didn't. So I'm really sorry about that. And it's just it's saddening. It's saddening. I'm really sorry for you. And I know I'm not focusing on Camden enough yet. Don't worry, we'll get to Camden. Oh, we will get to Camden. But Justin is the one because this felt like his year. Like I'm just speaking maybe for me, but it just felt like Justin's year. He got the trades he needed. He got everything. The Bengals were playing well. It just felt like his year. And then even with the injury, because he got Tony Pollard, and then Tony Pollard started to ball out, but then he made the trade with Justin Jefferson with me, which helped me, and CeeDee Lamb kind of dwindled a little bit. But other than that, it just felt like his year. And then fell off. And Tyler, what am I going to say? I've had Tyler between 2 and 4, really 4 and 5 for the last 6 weeks. He survives. Something about, Tyler's starting to have that Cinderella feel almost to him because he's had, good wins all year. He's had a good record. But if we're going to be completely honest, and I know this from other people, regardless if they want to put their names attached to it, no one felt Tyler's team was going to be in it. When it came to the games, you're like, yeah, I kind of want to play Tyler's team over Camden, Austin, or Justin. When it comes down to it, if someone missed a play, I want it to be Tyler. Or I don't want Tyler to make it, Camden to not, so we get to play Tyler. Things like that. He always was in that tier. It's not that he was hated on, but it was a little bit lack of respect. Where it's we don't try. It's like the Arizona Cardinals. If the Cardinals get to the Super Bowl, it's going to kind of feel like Tyler's team. It's they're good, but are they that, though? Are they really that? And then he's doing it. So congratulations to Tyler. Austin, you've been here before. This is going to be your 3rd Super Bowl appearance. I think that's the most in league history. You've appeared in 3. You beat me. You lost to Ira? I think you lost to Ira. I don't even remember. I think you lost to Ira. But I can't even fully remember. I think you lost to Ira. Anyways, but you've been 3 times. So kudos to you for getting there again. Your team's looking scary after the week they put up. And then Camden. Your team didn't play well. But again, your team could have played projected, and there wasn't much you're going to do last week. Austin, I think, put up 170. He went off. Austin's team just went completely ballistic. We'll get into the scores. I just wanted to kind of talk about the league. Also, shout out to Jared. Me and Jared doing a flag football league, hopefully starting at the end of the month. Got some routes in today. We're feeling good, looking good. Feels like 2015 all over again for him, probably 2018 with going to college. So it's feeling good. It's feeling like we definitely can ball out. But anyways, speaking of Jared and me, we played this week. Jared got the best of me. It's fine. I don't really care about this season anymore. I got another league where I could win 260. That's good. And I've dove I've just head first went into FanDuel. Like, obviously, I'm going to set my lineup. Obviously, I'm going to care what happens in the league. Like, I completely care. I don't want to come in last. But obviously, the championship aspect's not there. So I had a 500 season with a team that shouldn't have been 500. So I'm happy with that. But Jared got me. My team just didn't really feel like showing up all that much. But really, my team didn't want to show up. I mean, the Chargers defense got me -5, so Justin, I feel it with Justin Herbert. The -5 against Houston. I know Davis Mills is frisky. I just talked about it. But now since it's me, I get to talk about it in a bad light. Really, Houston? Really? Houston? Without Deshaun? Without DeAndre Hopkins? Merciless? JJ? No Watts? 0 Watts? No Jonathan Joseph? Not even Matt Schaub? Andre Johnson? Guys, get Brandon Cooks is cool. Great. I don't even know if he played. He barely had a game. They let Patriots own Rex Burkhead, Cincinnati Bengal own Rex Burkhead run all over them. Goodness. You want to make the playoffs, Chargers? Gotta fix that. You're good against the pass. You got Derwin James. You got good corners. You can get to the quarterback. You got Joey Bosa. Figure it out defensively against the run, because you will not go anywhere unless you do. And I sound like a parent. You will not do that again. But yeah, anyways, I lost. I lost by 19. First week was close, and then he just got the best of me. Then we got Tyler's team right here. Tyler's team played just a solid game. Really not all that much. I mean, he outplayed. It really came down to week 15 because he completely outplayed Justin in week 15. Week 16, Justin actually won. It really came down to week 15. It was really Aaron Rodgers. Like, Aaron Rodgers has kind of been the savior of his team because the rest of his team hasn't been scary. His team's been good. Like, Odell's played solid. Stephon Diggs played solid. Freeman's done Aaron Jones has been solid the last 2 weeks. Jared Cook, solid. Like, Jalen Waddle's a play now. Like, that's someone that he should be playing every week. He's been balling out lately, so that's someone he should play. And then, obviously, out of all weeks, you need Jonathan Taylor to blow up. He has 10.8, which for Jonathan Taylor is not a good game. For Devontae Freeman, you're happy. For Jonathan Taylor, you're projected for 18, almost 19. Come on. So, again, shout out to Tyler for making it in. Shout out to the Memorial Bowl. And then, Justin, I'm sorry. You get to play for a consolation prize. You get to play so you don't... you won money on the year. So, essentially, right now, you're paying for an extra $25. So, you could end the year with $80, or you could end the year with $55. Still, you are up on the year, so you're still playing for a little bit of money, but the same. And then we got the beatdown of over about 100 points. Camden, I'm going this for everybody else in the league. You're not the most hated person in our league, Camden. I'm going to say that. You're not the most controversial person in our league. I'm going to say that. You are the person we don't want to win the least because you've got 2 already. You can stay at Eli Manning. We don't want you at Peyton. Actually, Peyton only has... Peyton only has 2. We don't want you to get 3. You don't need 3. 3's too much. Because then you're going to be talking spicy. Well, I've won 3. I've won a hat trick, and you guys haven't even won one yet. Nah. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. So, thank the Lord. Oh, Timmy, this is actually kind of funny you said this now. Timmy, who hasn't won a championship in our league, I'm going to text you, but when you see this, you'll know that I read this instantly. It's been Tyler hasn't won, Justin hasn't won, Joey hasn't won in our league right now, and there's one more. And you haven't won. Joe DeZazzo won his first year, Ira won the first year, Austin won year 3, Jared won year 2, Camden won year 4, and year 4 and 6, and then I won year 7. So it's been 6 people who've won. It's just you, Jared, You, Jared, Tyler, Joey. No, you, Tyler, Joey, Justin. God, I wish I could speak. But just these 4. Anyways, so Camden, I'm sorry, but we're all thankful you didn't win because you would have been almost unbearable. If I had to give the trophy back to you next year after you're, like, taking it, no. Absolutely not. We got the Poop Bowl. You got waived against Victim of the Waiver. That's actually kind of funny names. I really didn't realize you guys switched your team names. That's hilarious. The fact that Timmy kind of is doing waiver thing's cool, but then annoying at the same time sometimes because of the fact that, like, you don't know who you can pick up and who you can't pick up at times. Obviously we know not Zeke, not Dak Prescott, but, like, is T. Higgins pickupable? Like, can we pick up T. Higgins? Like, can we do that thing? Like, so, yeah. But anyways, I don't really care because I'm not in the Super Bowl or I'm not in the playoffs that actually matter. But, yeah, no, this was just a poop show. This was a poop show. Absolute travesty. This was disgusting. These games weren't good to look at all. But you know what happens. That's what happens to the best of us. That's what happens when you have this kind of teams. So this is just gross. This is just gross. Anyways, just gross. And then we've got Joe, who put up a beautiful week 1 and then week 2. And then Ira put up a solid week 1 and a solid week 2. Like, that was just kind of how that went. So then Joe won. And Joe beat Ira. Right now, I don't actually know how the playoffs work for the losers. Like, I don't know who's in the loser right now. I don't know who is in the loser. It may be, honestly, to come in 10th, it might be the Ira and Joey Bowl. Possibly, because I think it's possibly it. I think it's the Ira Joey Bowl for 9-10. I think it's me and Joe for 7-8. I think it's Timmy and Jared for 7-6 or for 5-6. I really don't know. I really don't care. Whoever gets last, I think it's between Ira and Joey of who's going to get last this year. So whatever one, don't lose. Have fun, but just don't lose. I think it's between you guys. And then obviously we got in the third place game, we've got Justin versus Camden, which if you would have asked me 5 weeks ago, I probably would have told you that was going to be our Super Bowl. So they're playing in the playoffs, just not as we expected. And then we've got the Lamori Bowl. Shout out to Austin's team name, who wants to win. So we know this year is the year that Keenan missed the playoffs. We respect it. We respect the name. So when I got to put it on the trophy, I got to know that this is the first year. And then, yeah. So I respect it. This is tough, though. This has been a little bit tough of a year because I'm there. Like, I usually can talk. And I was so close to being there, and it would have been beautiful because I would have played some things differently. But, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll get them next year. It's fine. I got to win money on FanDuel, guys. So now we got to hope that I'm winning money big on FanDuel. So next year, we can go ball out somewhere. We can go ball out in Canton. We can go ball out in Vegas. We can go ball out in LA. We can go ball out in New York. You guys can all ball out in Florida. Like, we gotta figure it out. Like, I gotta win big so we can do that because I love you guys and I care about all you guys. And yeah, no, I hope all you guys are doing well, man. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. Hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas. Hope everyone has a good New Year. I'm going to be talking to you next in 2022, bro. Next year. Whatever. But no, it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. These next 2 weeks are going to be lit. It's going to be lit. The only game I'm going to go over is the championship game for this coming week. We clearly got Tyler. We clearly got Austin. I think right now, I would give Austin the edge. I think Josh Allen, I think balls out. Najee Harris against Cleveland, I think he can have a good day because Cleveland, regardless, can be susceptible to the run depending on what Cleveland team shows up. Nick Chubb against Pitt, and Pitt can be susceptible to the run too. They have pass rushers. They don't really have a middle right now. Deontay Johnson playing Cleveland, so that game's going to be a big. Cleveland-Pitt's going to need to be a high-scoring game for Austin. And I think that game could be something that is fun. A.J. Brown against Miami, that's going to be tough. Miami's been playing really good football. I think they won 7 in a row. So they've been playing really good football, and they've got good corners, so that's going to be interesting. But A.J. Brown's one of the best receivers in the league, so he's a monster, so it shouldn't matter regardless. Noah Fant against the Chargers, they have good safety play. I don't know why I felt Derwin James may have got hurt or nicked. May not be in, or may have left last game. But anyways, regardless, good pass defense, so that's going to be interesting. And then the Patriots and Damian Harris are playing the Jags. So the Patriots defense should go off against Trevor Lawrence, especially with Bill Belichick, rookie quarterbacks, and it's at home, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's at home. So that's even better, even though we've been worse at home than on the road. But anyways, and then we got Damian Harris, who is going to just run the ball. And if for some reason he's out, we got Ramondre Stevenson, who's going to go play too. And then Tyler Bass, who's playing Atlanta. And we got on the other end, we've got Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones against Minnesota. Last time they put up 31 against Minnesota in a loss. That was on the road. Now they're coming to Lambeau. That's going to be a game where they're going to want revenge. They want the 1 seed. Rodgers wants the MVP, so he's going to ball out. I think Aaron Jones has a good game as well, all depending on the weather, if he plays more than A.J. Dillon. Eckler against Denver, that's going to be tricky. That's tricky. Denver's good, and so that game's going to be interesting, but I think Eckler should be fine. He's that good of a running back, and the Chargers need this game. Diggs against Atlanta, I think Josh Allen goes off, so I think Diggs goes off. Odell versus Baltimore. We just saw what happened to Baltimore. It's paper-mache JV North Country Falcons offense. Defense, rather. Kind of offense, too. Whatever. But, I think Odell should have probably 8 catches, 90 yards on the touchdown. Jared Cook against Denver, that's interesting. Jalen Waddle versus Tennessee, I think Jalen Waddle balls out. He's been playing really good. I got the 49ers defense against Houston. I think they ball out. And then we got Mason Crosby, obviously, against Minnesota. Depends what Mason wants to show up. You can either get the 5-for-5 Mason or the 2-for-5 Mason. So it's going to be an interesting week. I think that Austin's got the edge. It's really going to come down to the Minnesota game and the Pittsburgh game. Those 2 games are going to be the most important games of the week, really, in my opinion. So there you have it. This one's going to be short because I don't have to talk about everyone else. I don't care about anyone else. This is including me. We're all in Cancun now. Justin and Camden are at the airport, and they're fighting for who gets the first class ticket and then who gets to sit in the back with everybody else. Don't fly Spirit. You got to pay way too much for your baggage. But they can worry about that, so they can fight over that. But everyone else is already down there. We're just playing rock, paper, scissors for, who gets to buy drinks for the night and things of that nature. We're all down in Cabo. So just Justin, Camden, go meet us down in Cabo. And then I want Austin and Tyler to meet us down in Cabo, and we'll throw a party for whoever wins. Remember, whoever wins is coming on the pod. Coming on the review. Whatever you want to call it. If it's Tyler, welcome back. If it's Austin, you were just waiting for the championship, and we get it. But you're coming on the week after. So book that. If you plan on winning, book it. Book that week, the first weekend of the playoffs. And maybe if it's Tyler, we can get together. I'll throw you a party. We can get together. But anyways, because I have 2 mics now. But anyways, we'll have fun. And so this has been a good year. I'm glad to be back doing this. Glad to be feeling it, And hope everyone has a good new year. Hope everyone enjoys themselves. Justin, again, I'm sorry. Camden, thank God you didn't win. But Justin, I'm really sorry. I feel it for him. This was his year. This was the time. I hope I don't make him cry. I really hope I don't make him cry. So I'm sorry, but this was your year. This was your time to shine, and it just didn't play out. A couple bad decisions, a couple injuries, and it's how it works. But anyway, I love you guys. Love you, Justin. And I hope everyone has themselves a good night. Enjoy your guys' self, and I bid you adieu.